When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UCF Knights, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cyclones will put total weather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. By the defense is their first of the half, as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Leaves it with the back. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds a man in the middle. Free up the gut. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. wants to go up top on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Cyclones want to move quickly. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here comes the hurry up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Off the play fake on first down. He's going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll try to do it himself. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Wants to throw on third. Quick strike complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking to buy time. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Knights want to pick up the tempo. This quarterback part of their running game. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. you've thrown the completion and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
They're going to go for it on fourth down with a couple of good options, a first down or a touchdown. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter.
0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Cyclones will hustle to the line. Handoff from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's ball. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. He'll go to the ground. Slithers into space. There he goes. The 40, the 30, the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UCF!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he makes the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They go to the ground. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Cyclones racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll move the tight end. Wide receiver going in motion. Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's looking to throw. Steps away. Hauls it in. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's got it on the run. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He wants to throw it. Quickly complete. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the 1st quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Pushes for the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Using his feet. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Knights!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UTSA. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. The Cyclones want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Going to the ground. Quick spin on the ride. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Gets rid of it. Fires to the tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Tight end now in motion. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
They want to throw it. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UCF.
Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. To the air on 1st down. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Got a man in the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 10. Touchdown, UCF. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Iowa State, 7.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Toss to the left. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4 down territory. The offense still on the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Puts it out of the air. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense.
Here we go, here we go. Cooler 18, cooler 18.
Quick release on the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He wants to change this route. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Now facing a third and long.
Ready. Phase 27 Jones. Phase 27 Sam.
From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The Knights headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Got some room, entered to the goal line.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got... find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. He'll try to tack on one more. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Cyclones will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's ball. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. This time he's got it. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Defense playing a bail technique. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Here's the pressure. Now he's looking into the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Looking for more room. The 10. Touchdown, Cyclones. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick six.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You just throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds.
On the set.
Looking downfield on first down. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. There was a time when if you had a guy who runs like he does, that you move him to a different position. Not anymore, man. These quarterbacks can run and throw.
Yeah, back in my time, I was throwing to guys like that. I certainly wasn't moving like it, but boy, oh boy, you hold your breath every time he takes off because that guy might be the fastest player on the field.
The Knights are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
The Knights look to keep this drive humming. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's Ross. The ball's loose. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Iowa State. The defense putting points on the board.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. He'll bring it out. It's ball. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give. Got a little space. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Hit as he throws. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Fires to the right. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football.
Fires one high and deep. Caught at the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, they'll go to the air, trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Illinois has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 20 to Texas A&M. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Motion from the wideout. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Here's a heat. A strike downfield. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Cyclones in the hurry-up.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field.
Watch out, Cole! Ready! Ready! The line!
To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Touchdown, Cyclones! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. To a drive there of 84 yards. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's ball. Slips through the line. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step too here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Turning it on. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
Iowa State, 28.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Iowa State sending the offense back out. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. And the Cyclones moving quickly to the line. They're looking to throw on second and short. Got him downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Looking to throw. Now adjusting. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down. Now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Coming out with it, it's Ball. He gets a block. He's got an alley. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a two-possession game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Knights inside the final minute, trying to protect the lead and the ball. We'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the left. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Good timing on the quick out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Bringing the heat. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Rushes on him. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's 2nd down, incomplete pass, go to 3rd down. If we need to go for it on 4th down, this offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired.